The ODM party is slowly losing the Western Bloc under one George Natembeya, exactly the same way it lost the Rift Valley votes after the 2007 general election. And if you remember pretty well, ODM lost the entire Rift Valley bloc under President William Samoei Ruto when he bolted out of ODM right after the Right Honorable Raila Odinga saw it fit in his own wisdom to reward friendship over merit. And this happened when the Right Honorable appointed Omwana Wahana Musalia Mudavadi as his deputy prime minister over President William Samoei Ruto, to whom was a man who had delivered the entire Rift Valley votes to the ODM. Same case study, I see it repeating itself today. Listen, with the resurgence of Governor George Natembeya in the western region, I kid you not, Omwana Wahana Musalia Mudavadi remains an entity in the western politics. That is why currently their political influence, together with Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula, their political influence and bargaining power in the western region has already and completely diminished. And in fact, if Governor George Natembeya decides to launch a party of his own, then that shall be like hitting the last nail on Mudavadi and Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula's political coffin. From the look of things, each and every region across the country is slowly evolving with the political outfit of their own, thus reducing ODM's bargaining power. Look at it in this context. DCP is already taking over the Morima region. ODM over the years has been a party for and from the Nyanza region. Wiper, on the other hand, is extensively for the eastern people, and that is if I am just to mention but a few. So each and every region is currently positioning themselves with the party of their own. Back then, in 2007, if you remember pretty well, ODM party was very strong and survived the political tide despite President William Samoei Ruto being a very strong founder of ODM. But when he decided to bolt out, it actually survived because it had very many big political bigwigs, and it was more of a party of greater national interest. And for ODM to remain politically relevant for the next coming years, I kid you not, and I can tell you without any fear of contradiction that two things must happen. One, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga has to declare that he will be on the ballot in the next general election. And two, the Right Honorable should decide to vie not with the plan of winning the next general election, but with the sinister plan of dividing the opposition, thus taking over ODM's opposition position back under his grip. Failure to that, ODM is a party that is dying a slow death. However, anything and absolutely anything contrary to that, I kid you not, ODM currently is seemingly a party that is on its ICU bed waiting for the hangman. But with all this said and done, we shouldn't forget that ODM, it is the longest serving opposition party with the most failures at the ballot. But again, it is also the only party with very many handshakes from their masters, being the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, from each and every government of the day that took over power. In fact, lest I forget that it is also the only party that has been led by one family right from when it was formed up to the time of this broadcast. How I wish that if at all the Right Honorable Raila Odinga wouldn't want ODM to die before the next general election, then it is quite simple for him. He should just declare that he is going to be on the ballot in the next general election, thus taking over the opposition or the position of ODM as a party that has been pro the people. Anything contrary to that, I kid you not, ODM is dying a slow death. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you've been watching my videos and you've not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you and may God bless you.